How do you respond when people insult you? It might even be a little slight, just a little comment, something that they do or don't do. How do you respond to that? In 1 Samuel chapter 10, Saul becomes king. In a very dramatic way, God sends his spirit on Saul and he prophesies, and pretty amazing moment for him. Even his uncle asks him about it. He doesn't even tell him anything. He's like, it's not time to even talk about it. But then God raises him up, and the nation is supposed to bring him gifts and do these things for him. And then there were some people who didn't like him. They were like, we don't think you're that great of a person. Why would we make you king? You're not even kingly. You're all humble. And so there's a slight that comes to his way. But the Bible says he acted like he didn't even hear it. In fact, in the Hebrew, he acted like he was deaf. What a great power that is in your life when you're insulted, when people put you down, when people don't give you any honor or treat you like a slave or a servant, and you're like, nothing. Like it doesn't even penetrate your skin. The Bible says it's to a man's glory to overlook an offense. Today, I want to promise you something. You will get offended. There will be things that you will see and you will hear. But if you have the power to turn a deaf ear to it, God can use you in a much greater way than if you are so sensitive, so touchy, and got to make an issue out of everything. Saul showed great leadership qualities at the beginning of his ministry as king. Toward the end, he couldn't do that at all. In fact, people would say, oh, David's great, David did some good, and he couldn't even deal with it. It wasn't even an insult against Saul. He changed. Maybe there was a time in your life that you were less sensitive, less touchy. Maybe you need to get back to that time. Why don't you pray this morning and ask God to give you a deaf ear to criticism that doesn't need to be dealt with. I mean, obviously, we want to hear criticism that we need to deal with. In other words, maybe make a change in our lives. But sometimes it's just a low blow. There's no truth to it, and you just need to let it go. Let's ask God for that power today.